there's a lot of them I really wanted. The baby with a fling, the fire things look pretty cool and everything. Uh, yeah, and I see. I really liked the combat in that game. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but yeah, I enjoyed it. Like a lot of people say it's a good podcast game, but I didn't want to have a podcast. I just kind of enjoyed the that kind of theme, and it was just yeah. I really like the music in that game. I did not get tired of that music, which is crazy because I don't know how many battles I've had. Like I'm trying to get the I want to try and get the platinum. I don't know if that's crazy, but I want to try and get the platinum. That's probably crazy, right? But what am I doing? Picking my chest hairs. Yeah. What was I saying? Music. It's great in that game. The art style is phenomenal in that game. Like when I knew that Level 5 was doing this, I assumed Professor Layton, and it kind of is in some aspects, but then it just kind of goes different directions. With it's more colourful. Professor Layton isn't that colourful really. It's a lot like the first one was a lot of brown, and then it's just not as colourful as this. It just looks so good. Like they don't do a lot of the animation, the cutscene animation things. They don't do a lot of those, which is kind of disappointing. Like even at the end of the game, they didn't do any of those. I thought, why are you not doing any of those? There also wasn't that as much voice work as I would have liked. Like I guess I understand why. Wait, no, I don't understand why, because before in old JRPG they would like Final Fantasy, they would only do specific voice work cutscenes because there was not enough room on the disc. But I'm sure there was room on the disc. It's like in Blu-ray. I really would have. Voice acting makes those games like. That's why I like Professor Layton so much. Is I would not really skip through the dialogue when it wasn't voiced, but I was like, when it started going to a voice, I was like, okay, I'm going to listen to this because he is such a cool voice actor. I love Professor Layton. And I really like. Always wanted to hear Drippy. Like I wanted to hear more of Drippy. Like I liked when he did his tidy tears and he goes in and goes, whoop. Alrighty then, here he goes, and he slaps his little nose thing, and that happens. Yeah, it was good voice work. Swain was a good voice actor as well. And someone else had a really good voice that I really liked. Who was it? Oh, it was the Shadar. Yeah, so the story in that game, so it goes in weird directions. It was quite sad. Some of it was quite sad. So you start off going out to get your mum back, which I obviously didn't know that. I knew that was not going to happen. Like he was no way going to get his mum, because I thought she's already dead. She'll be buried. So even if he was going to back, she'd have to go get out of the grave, and I'd be like, oh, what? So I knew there must be something up, but I didn't know that they were going to go that level. Like so, basically, remember spoilers. So they time travel. So his mum was Alicia, the one that he thought was the soulmate, but it's actually Alicia who travelled into a different world and then had Oliver. So it's kind of weird like that. Yeah, it's time travel. And Shadar turning out to be Oliver's, Oliver's twin, like the soul thing, was cool. But it was a little bit predictable. It was kind of like a Star Wars thing, like Luke and Darth Vader kind of thing. Yeah. Shadar was pretty cool. It's kind of weird that every villain turned out to be a good guy, pretty much. Like all the, like Shadar and the Wrath of the White Witch, they all turned out to be kind of good guys. Which, I guess you've got to have that. But I wanted a villain who was just a villain. Well, I guess it was cool thing. And the whole P thing, like P and Cassiopeia, the same people, and that was cool. And the fact that all those counts guy turned out to be not real was incredible. Like, whoa, I was like, really? Oh, that was the guy. I liked the counselor's voice actors. I think it was the bird one, the one that you met. A lot. He was really cool. I liked his voice actor. But yeah, that was crazy. Like, whoa, they're not real. Like, whoa, and that bird turned out not to be real. I was like, oh, okay then. Yeah, it was just kind of crazy. Oh, and King Tom. Like, I love the cities. Like, they're all so different, but they're all kind of cool. Ding Dong Dale's probably my favourite. It just looked the most colourful. It's like I would probably most like to live in Ding Dong Dale. It looks really nice, and it's colourful and bright and peaceful, and there's cats and things. That was really cool. I got a Facebook thing. Oh, whatever. Al Mamoon. Al Mamoon was kind of generic, like, oh, this is just a desert town. Are we going to go to the fire town next, the water town next? I go, but yeah, it was still a cool town. The babanas. I love how they had like different words for everything, like babana's just a banana, but babanas, right? And then Hamlin was a cool town. It was like a mechanical pig town, and then it turned into a monkey town. Didn't understand how that happened or why that happened. And you time traveled back in time, which they didn't really do a lot with, which I was kind of disappointed. Like they just kind of, it was pretty much the same. Like I thought it would have gone like, oh, you would have seen all the people and their kids, but no, it's just you don't go very far. Although that whole thing with Swain and being Swain turning out to be Miles Cassian's brother was kind of cool. I see, because it was alluded to a bunch, and I kind of got it when you were exploring when you had them on your team and you were exploring with them. It was like he like did all these like ... things, and I couldn't do it was him. That was cool, but I kept asking myself, is that him? Because they don't look like their skin color is different. So I'm like, how the hell has that happened? Like Swain's got lighter. The other one was dark. Like, oh, maybe it is. Yeah. What else? Then you get the dragon. The dragon. Oh, the dragon was cool. Like the dragon. Because traveling in that game was a bit of a pain early on. Because I like to do side quests and you have to go all the way back to Ding Dong Dell from Alma Moon. You have to go through. It takes a long time to go there. When you get the dragon, you just go, you can fly anywhere. Go. And fast travel, boom. I originally thought, the place where you store the familiars is like going to be a fast travel warp point. I guess this was way better travel thing. The spells are really cool. Like especially since a lot of the spells are optional. Like that Horace guy, the ghost guy you meet in Ding Dong Dell behind the sage's grave first. Like a lot of his spells, his thing is completely optional. But you can talk to him and he'll have a bunch of riddles which you have to look in this book to find with his companion. Which I did sometimes. But when you had to decipher stuff, I was like, I just Google. This is a lot quicker. And I'm not going to decipher. Like that would have took forever. This game's got its own alphabet. It's got the Narcessian out, like the Nar alphabet. And you have to like translate lines and lines and lines. I started and I was like, I don't want to keep doing this. Yeah. That game's amazing. Oh, that game is really good. The Fairy Ground was really fun, and the comedy thing was amazing. It was like not funny in the slightest, but it was like really funny at the same time. I loved how every single fairy was Welsh. Just it wasn't just Drip, it was like every fairy is Welsh. That's kind of cool. I love the music in the game. It's got on my brain now. What else do I like about that game? I think I've kind of described everything. The ending? Have I talked about the ending? The fake ending. It was when you defeat Shadar. I was like, oh, is that the ending? Like, and it seemed like it actually was the ending. Like, I was suspecting a fake ending because you never saw the witch. So I was like, well, she's got to come back, right? But then they made it go on for so long, and they had the whole celebration, and you saw all the characters come back. You saw the Hickory Dickory mouse come out of there, and it was all, you saw all those two travellers that you kept meeting. They came in. It was just so many people come back. The firework thing, and that was kind of cool. But then it was like, oh, we're ready to go. Bye. And then zombies, and I was like, whoa. I was kind of actually turned off at that thing. I was like, oh, am I gonna have to go around all these cities again and do all this again? Like, I was in a mood to be finished. But then I was like, oh well. The further I got, I was like, oh, this is actually kind of cool actually, and yeah, this is amazing again. Like, yeah. Zombies and you had the team. The last fight was really awesome when you had all your friends team up and that King Tom and Khalifa. That's cool. Yeah. Ni No Kuni is amazing. It was kind of sad. Like, yeah. It was quite an emotional game. And Oliver found out he couldn't get his mum back, and they were the same person, he's never going to come back, and yeah. But it was quite cool. Like, one of the best PS3 games I've played. Like, I really want to put it up there as one of the best games I've ever played, like on my top 10. Especially because I want to go play it again. And when do you want to play a game that you spent the last 40 hours playing? Play it again. This video is crazy long now. It's 20 minutes. I'm going to make it 20 minutes. Okay, I love Ni No Kuni. So does Trippy. See ya.